How's it going, everybody? This is Beat the Bush. Today, I'm going to talk about the cash-only mentality, where yes, it would benefit some people to go cash-only, but for a lot of other people, it would actually be more beneficial to use credit cards. Now, all of this I'm talking about is really a counter-argument to a finance person that has their own show. I'm not going to name any names here, but basically you can figure out who it is, and I'm not even going to confirm it or not if you ask me in the comments. I think this person has his intentions in the right place because a lot of people do get into trouble using credit cards. However, I do think giving one recommendation for the whole general population is generally incorrect because there are some people that are really responsible and there are others that cannot use credit cards at all that would benefit from cash only. So this person basically thinks all credit cards are bad. You should basically cut them all up and never look at them again. Multiple Caller says basically the same thing, where they actually do use credit cards. They use it very, very responsibly. They've never paid interest on it. They don't carry a balance. And also they get a lot of great cash back. One of the studies quoted is an MIT study where basically if you're using actual cash, it activates the pain centers of your brain so that you can feel like, oh, there's pain. Not the conclusion drawn from the research at all. It's the conclusion drawn from all of those put together that you should basically not use any credit cards at all is the thing that I have a problem with. I do think that if I don't use the actual cash, I may be spending more if I'm using a credit card. However, I have a lot of self-control over what I buy with the credit card to the point where frugal people, myself, can actually walk into a store, have a credit card that has a lot of spending power, and I won't buy a thing. Another argument is that using credit card is kind of like playing with snakes. You might be fine playing with credit cards, getting a few percent cash back, but the argument is that the longer you play with it, eventually you are going to get bitten. This is proven by a single instance where he quotes someone that smokes all their life and then at the end they died for natural causes. Now this is a single instance and maybe there are multiple people that also never died or anything, never got cancer from smoking. This type of argument, you have to realize, is not factual based, but it's kind of anecdotal based. Whenever you use an anecdote to prove something, yes, it is true to you. Maybe you've seen it a couple times so you truly do believe in it, but you have to be aware of proof by an example. So let me offer you an anti-proof to this argument. About 38% of all households actually hold credit card debt. So right now in this instance, we know that 62% of all households do not actually have credit card debt. They're like people like me. I don't have credit card debt and I've been using credit cards just fine. I never pay interest and I've been really reaping on all the cashback bonuses, all the sign-up bonuses. I do agree though, if you actually do have credit card debt, it's best probably that you don't have credit cards at all because you might be prone to getting credit card debt. You might be the type that racks it up if you happen to own a credit card. So the argument of owning a credit card or not really depends on the person. And you can't just massively tell everybody, don't use a credit card. This just doesn't make sense because some people should use a credit card and you can do it to great benefit to your finances. So either if you have credit card debt already or if you have a net worth of less than zero, then I think you have a good chance of benefiting from not using credit cards at all. The next argument is to get $10,000 in credit card cashback or bonuses, you would have to spend $1 million in order to get that $10,000. I don't agree with this at all because you're only factoring a 1% cashback rate. What me and a lot of people who use credit cards who are veterans to using the cashback system, you get 2%, 5%, and right now I carry a credit card which is 10%. So for me to earn a $10,000 cash back, I only need to spend $100,000. This may sound like a lot, but when you combine it with the sign-up bonuses, you can drastically lower what you have to spend. I generally get about $2,000 of sign-up bonuses and cash back every single year. Now at the same time, I'm not actually spending extra in order to get $2,000. I am spending what I already am. So this is not me actually having to pay money to get that $10,000. So at my rate of $2,000 a year, it will only take me about 5 years to get that $10,000 and I'm not actually spending extra money. I'm spending what I already am going to spend. The other argument to this is that, yeah, okay, you get $10,000, but how much time are you spending in getting that? Well, if you get good at it, and I'm pretty proficient in getting these cash back, I would say maybe I average maybe $200 an hour. Because if I sign up for a credit card, I have to spend $500, maybe I get $150, $200 cash back. You know, all the thinking that goes into it, signing up for the card, maybe canceling it later on. It might be like take me 15 minutes, another 15 minutes, and maybe actually do the purchases might take me half an hour. So all of this I consider, you know, maybe an hour. I've calculated this before. It's generally around there. So at $200 an hour, I spend about 5 hours to get that $2,000. Over 5 years, this is 25 hours of work. It's a really good return, I think. Another argument is also the anecdotal base, which I also believe is probably true. The argument goes, I've never met a millionaire who earned their wealth through the credit card cashback programs. If you think about this, it's going to be true because no one ever earns $1 million off using credit cards. This is kind of like saying saving electricity or any kind of activity that saves you some money or earns you a little bit of money never made that person into a millionaire due to that activity. If you think about it, yes, of course, this is going to be true because it's always going to be a small fraction of it. But you can say these kind of activities helped that person become a millionaire. It might be 1% of their wealth, it may be 10% of their wealth. But you can see where I'm going with this. If I earn $2,000 a year just based on credit card cash back, let's say I do this consistently for 50 years, then I made $100K in credit card cashback and sign-up bonuses. Well, that's not $1 million, but it's 1/10 of $1 million. Another argument against this is the banks make a lot of money off of everyone. So you should not participate in the credit card thing because they're gonna make money off of you anyway. But the idea is, yes, they make a lot of money off of most people, but there's going to be that sliver of people that the banks aren't actually making any money off of, such as the people who use their credit card very responsibly and also take advantage of all the credit card sign-up bonuses. In fact, if I tally up all the sign-up bonuses and cashback bonuses I ever got, subtract all the interest, all the fees I ever paid, I'm likely still ahead. Now, the credit cards don't actually just make money from people paying interest. They also make money from a transaction at the merchant level. So these are all the arguments, and I've seen a lot of these arguments in the comment section of a lot of my credit card videos, saying things like you can never make a lot of money on cashback programs, that credit cards are evil, you should only go cash only. So this video is really tailored for those people who make those kind of comments on my credit card videos. This video is really for those people who got these 7 or 8 arguments stuck in their head from watching this show. They just kind of repeat what they heard. If you ever read a book that you really agree with and that's really interesting, you also might find yourself talking to other people and repeating the same concepts that's in the book. So this is the same idea. It's like you believe it, there's counter arguments for everything that I can say. So this video is really the counter argument for all those arguments that could be posted on the comment section. So thanks for watching. You know, my intention for this channel is for everybody to make the best decision for themselves. Now, some people, it might actually be better to use cash only. Others, it'll be better to use credit card only, like for myself. Don't forget to give me a like on this video, comment down below. Let me know what you think of all these counter arguments I propose. If you're interested in supporting this channel, you can check out my Audible link down in the video description below where you can actually get a free audiobook. And if you cancel before the trial period, and you can still keep the audiobook and you can still help benefit this channel. Other ways to support this channel is through the Patreon link over here, and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching.